It feel like I'm on something. Home back down to no one. They big body rolls coming. You broke boys ain't having nothing. He try finesse, so I let the folk go. He ran like he stole something.
What's going on, everybody? Zachandbro here, aka Kevin Afokwa. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to wherever you are in the world. This is the Wonder Wednesday podcast, episode 40.
Wonder Wednesday.
Oh God, I guess I already want to talk. And two special guests with me today. Two pretty close friends of mine. So I just want them to get a chance to introduce themselves, who they are, where they from, how do I know them. We'll get started from there. So anybody can take the floor.
After you, lady. Temi.
Okay, let's calm down. But anyway, my name is Temi Tope. I go by Temi. I think I've known Kevin since high school for real. I'm an exercise science major, and I attend the illustrious Towson University.
Don't say that.
Don't
say
that. Is it my turn?
Of course.
My name is Chief.
Matunde.
My name is Emmanuel I'm a graduate student. I just graduated from college, University of Maryland, Eastern Shore. I'm a science major, minored in business. I know Kelvin and Temi from just playing video games. We just from there we just became like cool friends. They're really like cool people to hang with and stuff.
I try.
I feel like Emmanuel will never get the pronunciation of my name ever.
He calls me Kelvin. He always puts an L in your name.
Why do you put an L in my name, bro? Keep the L's away from my name.
Kelvin.
I don't need that in my life.
Anyway,
just to get us started, gentlemen. So, obviously, first of all, to my viewers, I have not recorded one of these nearly a year, so I apologize for that. Obviously, I just completed my year of college, so it's been a journey, obviously, especially if you've been watching the vlogs. But for the most part, right now, obviously today we are recording this is actually June 21st, and so there's a lot going on in the world, specifically in the United States, and we are trying to navigate and understand exactly how to mitigate the issues that have been systemic in not just black people or people of color, but just in general with how our nation is run. So we're going to be talking about racial injustices and why they are feel like punitive to the eyes of a political leader, why there hasn't been much reform being done. Obviously, we've been seeing the small nuances now that we've been speaking up, signing petitions, donating to reputable organizations. What do you guys think now, especially now that the trend has died down, quote unquote, with BLM? What can we continue to do to fight for our freedom and the change that we are looking for?
I feel like we have to do the opposite. We can't let the trend die down. We have to be as we have to be as motivated and as fired up as we were as day one. You know what I'm saying? Because once the trend dies down, it just becomes another trend. People gonna forget about it, and then it's gonna happen. Something else is gonna happen that starts to back up, and it's gonna be a cycle. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. For me, I just feel like we need better leaders. Because low-key, we literally need better leaders. Because right now, the man that we have in power, the guy to solve. Racism is always gonna be there. Like it just depends on like the people that you meet around. It's always gonna be there, but I just feel like we need better leaders. We stay right now because it's
definitely agree. Yeah, I feel like the message over the years, and now that like we've all turned 18 and the ability to vote, was just to use that voice that we have. And I feel like a lot of people make the excuse that, for example, for our state, since Maryland's a blue state, there's not really a point of voting because your vote is already like our state is already democratic. So it's like a popular vote will already go to us.
Yeah.
You got to remember the Electoral College is where things start to get screwed up, and it's actually the main reason that Donald Trump won in the first place. So just being like considerate and mindful about these things is really important, and advocating for our friends to also go out there and vote absentee or going in. Obviously now with what's going on health wise, it's better to stay home.
That's true.
That is for another topic. But at the same time, guys, like social media is, I feel like, crux of everything going on. So like now that things aren't like hashtags aren't trending anymore. We had our Blackout Tuesday. We just finished Juneteenth. What else? Like what else can we really do? Like what can our white counterparts do for us?
That's a good question. Give me a second. Hey, man, you can go first.
We have to think too. What can you elaborate more on the question? Like what kind of
Like let's think about it. Like you're gonna start your full-time careers somewhere, right? And obviously you're going to be a person working in that work environment. Obviously I feel like it can be uncomfortable even for me to talk about that in that setting, because you kind of want to focus on the general reason as to why you're even at that facility. At the same time though, like it's important. I feel like these conversations are important to have, and I feel like a lot of organizations are doing so. But at the same time, Target or any other company will come out and give some type of statement just to kind of be the pity party and like try to make it look like they're Black Lives Matter, anti-racist. So
yeah, okay. So I feel like some like the big organizations are like, of course, going along with it, because if they don't, they're gonna lose money and profit like that. But like I also know a lot of people. I know a few people who were at work on Juneteenth, and they're like their companies didn't say anything about it at all. So I feel like if we can somehow get everyone to like just at least acknowledge that it's something that we're passionate about, you know what I'm saying? That would be a big difference, because not every company / not every like business or higher organization is actually acknowledging it. They're just like letting it pass, and they think it's another trend, you know what I'm saying? So if there's a way to get them to like actually acknowledge it, maybe that'll be like a big step in the right direction.
I mean, look at freaking Call of Duty. They really came out with a statement. The whitest, like, racist game you could ever play, where someone immediately calls you the N-word when you're in the lobby.
So, yeah. That happened to me like last week. It was very crazy.
Exactly.
But like, let's be realistic, kind of way though. Do you really think the companies really care?
They don't. That's the thing.
I mean, they bring the whole the CEO probably like says the whole like, oh yeah, we care about Black Lives Matter, this and that. Like I just feel like some companies just do it just that would make them feel like they're racist and
their image,
like make their company that company is racist. Don't go there and get a job. Like I feel like most companies just they say it just to say it. To save your name.
Yeah, that's why I said the higher companies. Like the higher companies are most likely gonna say it because they're more known. But like the companies that aren't as well known, they're probably not gonna say anything.
Yep.
Very true. Yeah, and that's the scary reality I feel for many of us, and that's why I feel like you see on Instagram people are promoting Black businesses like exclusively now, because now they don't want to support these organizations that are supporting people that they don't want in power, and so and that's just that whole argument.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is canceled.
It's supposedly, so it's it's crazy.
It's crazy because they got some good food, but they're racist, bro.
Amazing customer service. You cannot forget about the
but they don't support Black Lives Matter. That's the whole.
Unfortunately, it's crazy. Yeah.
Like even they're like a Christian based organization. You would think they would support Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
Doesn't at all.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's the things we just got to remain vigilant about, and just remember, to all the people listening or watching on YouTube, keep signing petitions, keep donating where you can, or just contributing to the cause anyway. This is not going anywhere. This is most momentum we've had in terms of racial injustice in America. Finally starting to see change, like from Derek Chauvin and the other 3 officers that were involved with George Floyd's murder being convicted for their crimes. We're trying to get that happen, be a ripple effect for Breonna Taylor. it can go any direction here, but as long as we keep advocating and keep voting, education and knowledge, that way we're able to put ourselves in the right trajectory. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that, and I hope soon we get to a place of solidarity for Black people and stop this whole. I feel like a lot of people are still confused as to what the movement stands for. The patriarchy, I feel like that is ingrained in it over the years. I feel like as a privileged person, you can tend to ignore the facts, right? It's easy to live your daily life kind of immune to everything going on. And especially if you're in a high position of power or you have money or you're a celebrity or public figure. And that's the scary thing too. I understand maybe not all public figures are comfortable talking about racial.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
There was actually a girl that got canceled on YouTube. Actually, I call her, I think 69. I forgot her name, but she made a video pretty much saying that she doesn't want to address the situation. Then she had a lot of backlash, and then she apologized for it. So I feel like sometimes people only apologize for certain things only because they were caught in the wrongdoing. Because of that, they refuse to. You can't sit there and not respond to them apologizing. Because of that.
They don't feel bad. They just want the backlash to go away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's that really. So obviously, this is still a developing thing. So keep an eye on the news and other resources to find out what's going on with Black Lives Matter. So moving on now to our next topic, kind of correlates a little bit with what we just talked about, is the corona.
Yeah.
So
Corona.
obviously, this has affected every one of us individually, our friends, our family, how we interact with everybody, the social distancing policies and everything. So, what are y'all's thoughts now on coronavirus?
Emmanuel, you can go first.
I mean,
Gather my thoughts.
I don't know. Coronavirus right now. It was serious. It was serious, and when coronavirus was coming out, I didn't actually pay too much attention towards coronavirus. I thought it was gonna be one of those viruses that are just gonna come in and just disappear. I kept on seeing Twitter. It kept on going. It kept on picking up. It affected all around the world, and it was it became a very global pandemic, and it became really, really serious. And that kind of affected jobs and how people were leaving. People normally they usually go to the office and work, but now they're being forced to work at home, and schools are being affected. Parents are scared. Everyone is scared because nobody wants to get it. Because the media was really one of the big things I really hated during the entire pandemic. Because I felt like the news low-key were
I feel
exaggerating the numbers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Put fear into people's hearts.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't really pissed me off most of the time. That's why I barely watch the news nowadays. Anytime virus, and it's really, really sad. But right now, I feel like right now we're in June. Late June. June's about to be over because the months are really flying by.
Months are flying. It's crazy. We started quarantine early March. How are we in June?
We're about to be in July.
About to be in July. Then August will just reach. Then September. Next is next year. I've reached 2021.
2020 has been a roller coaster.
It sure has.
It'll be a better year. But I just feel like or not taking it as serious anymore because of the whole Black Lives Matter things that's also going up in the world, and I feel that people need to also be careful. There's still corona, and people have not yet started yet. No vaccine is there yet. If you don't have vaccine, it's not going to go. It's still there, but I feel like there's other problems overshadowing corona. That's why right now. People are not taking it seriously nowadays, which is kind of sad. But I hope we get a vaccine. I hope we all take the vaccine and be well and go back to like our lives, because 2020 was really, 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 really bad.
It's been the most interesting year I've ever had.
Literally.
Absolutely.
At first, I don't know. Like, you mentioned a lot of good points that I was going to mention, because I didn't want to turn this into like some conspiracy theory thing or whatever. And the fact that he said like the media definitely like hyped up the numbers, I definitely believe that they did that. Definitely.
Heck yeah.
And then I feel like, yes, it's affecting a lot of people. And then the fact that people were like, I feel like after being quarantined for so long, maybe like, it was like 2 months, let's say 2 months, the first chance that people got to go outside, they all took it. Because now the roads, there's traffic everywhere. People are outside, not wearing masks, walking their dogs everywhere. But it's like quarantine never happened, you know what I'm saying? And like now everyone's protesting, so it's like we're supposed to be quarantined, but we're not anymore. So I don't even know, like, do people not care anymore? I don't know what's happening, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
it's very terrifying.
yeah.
It's still, like, the numbers are growing, and I feel like, yes, the media has really perpetuated the numbers. There's no reason why they're telling people all these obscure facts as to, oh, you can't go outside or you'll catch it. You know, it's not that you're super vulnerable to the virus in that sense. But obviously, I feel like the social distancing policy, wearing masks, of course, helps mitigate the potential of people getting it.
Can I make a comment on that?
Yeah.
Remember at first, like at the very beginning, people were wearing masks. They were like, oh, the mask is not going to do anything, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. So people stopped wearing masks. Then they all of a sudden, oh, wear the mask. They're going to help us. So, like, what is the truth? Is it going to do something or is it not going to do anything? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, it's just, that was that was inconsistent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, bro. I feel like they were just, this is just all over the place.
For real.
It's all over the place.
It is all over the place. And when your political leader is supposed to be the one guiding the public on the safety regulations, ways that they can make themselves less susceptible to catching the disease, continuously just makes it seem like he himself doesn't even care about the virus. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard, but Trump just had a campaign rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They indicated there was a news report as well that came out before the rally started, and about 6 attendants that were working floors of his campaign for that day. 6 of them caught coronavirus, and this is an indoor event. Making people sign waivers before they walk in. It's like, I don't understand. He thinks it's even real. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a whole battle, and I feel like at this point, it's, you want to go outside and do anything, it's at your own risk. So I feel like these social distancing policies, now that things are opening back up and life is sort of turning back to normal, I feel like we're continuing to ignore it, and I feel like we are become numb to the numbers too. Okay, we hear there's 2 million cases in the United States. All right, so what, bro? Like, it's not in my area as bad. I'm still do what I want to do.
Yeah, and the thing is, why are they opening up everything if the numbers are still bad as they say they are? And like, I don't know. This is just, I don't know. And I heard there was supposed to be rumors about a second stimulus check. Never heard anything about that anymore. I'm like, what is happening? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because again, everybody assumed that this would kind of blow over time, so that way government can kind of save its money and shackle it to do whatever else they want. So, honestly, speaking of like funding and money in general, that's why people are saying that we should defund the police, because they get so much money to the fact that other important entities and departments within the United States do not operate as well because of the fact that as they could from money that police get. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one thing we really need to be aware of.
You said what?
Go ahead.
Oh, I heard like a lot of people that are locked up or in prison are like mental health, like people in need of mental health care, and it's like they're not even funding mental health like facilities as much as they could. You know what I'm saying? So instead of feeding the police, they could like fund it into like mental health facilities and stuff like that, or like stuff like that.
So again, we really hope that reform and change come in this department as well, because it's still a scary time to be just walking around maskless. So it's just, again, being conscientious about what you're doing, and making sure that you're following policy. Again, I just find it crazy that like I look at my Instagram story, bruh, and then I just see people at the beach. I see people going to bars, clubs, drinking, and I'm just like,
You gotta have a good time, bro. You gotta have a good time.
Hey, we here for a good time, not a
long time. I know. It's I don't know. Corona, hey, listen, bro. Corona, considering we're young, like we will never know we have it in
yeah. It's not really like affecting us as much as it is the other generation or the older generation.
Even the older generation, low key, they kind of like pissed that we keep saying it doesn't affect us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. It's just something we need to be vigilant of. But again, people, continue to social distance, mask yourself up, and just remember to, think about your family first before you step outside. So, yeah. Alrighty. So, for the general news topics now, I know those are really like hard-hitting topics.
Yeah.
You really get to have fun with those. But again, those are things that are really happening in our world that our audience and also knows what to moving forward. So, all right, more to happy things. So, gaming news. So, a lot of things are also happening in the gaming sphere. Obviously, we are all PS4 players. We love Sony products in general. So,
Sony
Xbox.
Xbox jewels.
So, obviously, the PS5 design was released. There being the
router.
The routers, yes. The in-home routers with 5G speeds. So, clearly, the designs look, pretty clear cut. Obviously, we've seen all the memes, but not to see when we actually put it in our houses. The biggest speculation that people are having with the PS5 is this price. So first of all, I just want to know how much y'all think it's going to be. So the official price has not been released. The official price has not been released. Sony has not spoken.
I heard it got leaked for like 500. That's what Sony was telling me.
Yeah. So the price.
Go on.
Go on.
All right. So like I was watching YouTube today, right? And this dude that I usually watch like tech, and he was telling me, he was saying like he feels the price might end up being $400 and something dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And it might end up being $449.99, or it's gonna be higher. Like the highest is gonna be like 500 something dollars. It's not gonna be more than that, because if Sony wants most of the PlayStation 4 users to like drift off like from using PlayStation 4 to like PlayStation 5, I don't feel they would want to make their price really high to 1,000. It wouldn't make sense business wise, because if you make it low, it just attracts more people to buy, and if more of your products are buying more, is selling more, then you're making money. But if you inflate it like a whole iPhone, how they usually like inflate their price every year,
but people buy it.
People are gonna be keen to just keep their PlayStation 4. Like, why do I need to change it? That price is too high.
That's true.
But
and then all their friends are gonna be on PlayStation 4 anyway.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing too is which model or version that they're gonna get of the console. Obviously, the disk drive version included into it is going to be the $499 model, but what is being seen as well, the digital version is going to be $49, just about $50 less. So, obviously, most people might want to veer over to that digital sphere, since already I feel like most of us are used to downloading our games now and not buying them physically anymore. It's about 200 gigabytes per game being stored on your hard drive. So, hopefully, the size as well in terms of storage is going to be better, because 500 gigabytes does not cut it in this day and age.
Nah,
It's
no.
I have a 500 gigabyte PlayStation for right now, and it sucks. I have a freaking almost my game just to get a different game, and it freaking pisses me off.
It's like you're trading your games in, bro, just to play something else. It's so annoying. And the download and installation times are horrendous.
Yeah. I had to trade my PS4 up. I think I traded my 500 gig, paid like the difference, and I just got the 1 terabyte.
Which is a smarter investment.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about the design, though, besides it looking like a router? The controller, ergonomics?
If it had a black color, I would definitely buy it.
I think so. I think it might, but
If it was like in a black color.
yeah, I didn't like the color scheme they used to first like show it off. I was like, they could have definitely kept it like all like one tone or something. That would look way better. So like all black or all white or something. Maybe even red. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. But the two-tone color, I didn't like it. But I'm probably still gonna end up getting it. I just don't know when. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I was gonna ask, when do you think majority of people will jump on the bandwagon? So, because I know a lot of people like to wait for like a price drop. That's the big
Yeah. I feel like this Christmas or next Christmas, around that time. Probably next Christmas though. But
There's a lot of good games still on the PS4, and
yeah,
a lot of people are still gonna be on the PS4 even after
Yeah.
releases. So, I think people will just kind of wait around and see what happens if there's a Black Friday deal or something.
yeah, definitely.
That Friday deal, definitely.
I'll probably wait at least a year or two.
Yeah.
I'll probably wait a year or two. I'll say that.
I've told myself over the years, I've waited years just to get the next generation of consoles, like PS1 to 4. I'm thinking about it this year that I just want to. If the price is $500, which I think is console, I would buy it this year because I just want to see, kind of be welcome into this new age of gaming and really see the difference.
I see.
I always have to wait.
Hey,
But who's gonna be on there, Brad? Nobody. You're literally gonna be playing with yourself. You know
literally,
what I'm saying? No friends are gonna be on there. You're gonna play only single player. Well,
He
it
might
depends.
have, he can make friends in the game, like people who got the game.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like it's different. Like playing with friends you already know than trying to like make new ones. You know what I'm saying?
But I have a feeling though. This is the feeling. I hope PlayStation are smart with this. Like, you know how we have like most of our friends from like right here. Is there a way we can just like magically just all the friends that we have in the PlayStation 4, we can just put them in the PlayStation 5? Like, you know how we have the app and stuff. Have people like, do you think it's gonna be possible for us to like have most of our safe digital games gets rendered into the cloud into the PlayStation 5? Because most of the games that we usually play, all the data is stored in the if you have PlayStation Plus, right? It's been stored in the cloud over there.
Storage.
Cloud storage, yeah. So is it you think they're gonna like let us keep our saved games, like the game play?
I don't know.
I feel like it makes sense because one of the capabilities that the PS5 is actually going to have is PS4 game backwards compatibility. So that's going to be, I think for sure they should let you have your old save files, friends list. Obviously, they're going to keep party chat. I think also crossplay might be very popular / modernized as well, because the way that it's being integrated into video games now, I can see the next step of all multiplayer games just being okay. You can play with anybody.
Mhm.
So that's really nice because then it kind of narrows the gap of, oh, I have to have a PC for this game, with my friends, or I have to have this console. Depending if it's an exclusive or not.
This is off topic, but why do people keep shooting fireworks? Does anyone know?
I have no idea, bro.
I'm still confused as well. Like, it's been happening daily for me as well. Even
Like-
Autumn was talking about it, and I like replied to her, and I was like, "Why is this happening?"
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like Black Lives Matter or something. I don't know, bro. Because even on Twitter, people are like, "It's been happening for 2 weeks every night, 9 p.m." Okay. Wait, what? That's
It's a
ridiculous.
coordinated effort.
I
don't know.
Are they shooting a gun? What's going on outside? Jesus Christ.
That's the scary thing. You gotta know how to distinguish the two.
Yeah, but that was random. My fault.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, man. Hopefully we see more information and details kind of come about the PS5 because I'm pretty excited. The games seem really cool, like Horizon Forbidden West. You got, your Star Wars Squad. Well, Star Wars Squadron comes on. But you have your obviously the next generation Call of Duty. A lot of different things.
I hope
Apex is going to PS5.
Crispy on the PlayStation 5. I hope it does.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it makes sense. They'll kind of keep things rolling over there. I'm hoping also, like, if that is the case, like, people that still have PS4s can still play with people who have PS5s. Hope that's the thing. Yeah.
I hope so. I hope so.
I hope so. In terms of games, so obviously we've been playing a lot of battle royale games. No, not Fortnite. And
Chill.
Oh, not Fortnite. Wow. Hey.
Screw Fortnite.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't like Fortnite?
Not at all.
In terms of like the update for Apex specifically, what do you guys think? Everybody saw the trailer. What is exciting to you guys? What you think stands out?
My boy Crypto is getting love. Hey, he has his own town now. His own town. Apex are giving him his own crib. Oh my god.
Hey, yo.
Oh.
Get a big ass satellite.
I didn't hear about that. Wait, what are they doing?
What you say?
So what are they doing to crypto?
So Crypto has like his own like tower where you can you can go in there. You can literally like how you have like all those like FBI movies where you can like see people's location, right?
Yeah.
They can go there and like see people's name where they are. You can see people's name where they are and like pick like what location. You don't need a drone to go there. You literally just because they have like I don't know if you look at the trailer again, right? It has like a satellite in the house, Crypto's house, where it like scans the entire map and it pinpoints like where the enemy is, and it displays it in the red dotted line on the like a table in Crypto's like house. It's very cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's tough.
Yeah.
Wait, that's in the next season?
It's gonna be
This is in the next update, actually, the one that comes out on the 23rd, this Tuesday.
Oh wow! Oh, nice. That was not hip.
A lot of cool gameplay changes. Another thing that they added in from that trailer is respawn beacons can now be on. So no matter where you are, you can respawn your teammate.
Yeah, mobile beacon.
Mobile beacon.
I did not know that. Wait, huh? Bro, where have I been?
You can just spawn them anywhere. You just gotta have it. You just gotta have it like close to you. So you gotta have it in your inventory.
Oh wow! I haven't been on in a week, and then they're adding all of this. Come on,
Yeah.
I was not aware of any of that.
And they bring some game modes and new skins. Same old.
Okay.
All
Wait.
little adjustments.
Is this an update or a new season?
Update.
Okay, I was about to say I gotta finish that season pass. But okay.
Apex is definitely one of the games that we've been coming back to. Obviously, it has really good replayability, and they continuously update the game to keep it interesting.
Yeah. Because Apex needs update. If there wasn't any update, that game would be dead.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But I've been playing since it first came out. I played since it first came out. And I took a break. I took because I was at school. I took like a 6-month break. And I came back. Yeah, it was a long break.
That was me too.
I only played FIFA, 2K, sports games, stuff like that. And then Warzone, Call of Duty.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also we've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, Warzone. It's been doing pretty well. We try to get our W's on that joint, but obviously these tryhard sweaties will never let us win.
Yeah,
People just be camping like, on Warzone, bro. Like it's been really hard. I'm even happy that I've gotten used to Warzone. I remember the first night I joined you guys, I didn't know
you
what I was
hated that
doing.
game.
I was like, "What is Ghost? What is
He
you
hated
talking
that
about Ghost?"
game.
What is a loadout?
Hey yo.
I
Oh.
was confused. But
Yeah, I remember.
Can you answer a question for me?
What question?
Do you have to test your gun? And if you know how it
Yeah,
works?
I have a question too.
Yes, now you gotta test your gun,
Why do you think camping is skill?
bro. You
You
know,
said camping
when you
takes
don't know
skill.
the kind of gun you have in your hand, you gotta shoot it twice and test the velocity,
The velocity,
the rate,
The bullet damage.
the bullet height.
bullets penetration.
Okay, that's kind of violent. That's really violent. Very violent. Don't do violence now. But yeah, you gotta test. Even on Apex, I test my gun on Apex. I test it on Fortnite. I test it on Warzone. You gotta test it, bro.
Emmanuel, do you still think camping takes skill?
Yeah, camping is looking at a skill. I've tested that it's not a skill. It's a skill on Apex. Don't get me wrong. It's a skill on Apex, but not a skill on Warzone. On Warzone is,
That's all they do. Everyone in their heartbeat sensor in a corner. You need ghost or you're gonna lose. You need ghost, bro.
It's imperative.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been playing a lot of that. There's been obviously recent updates. You got your Warzone Rumble 50v50s that you can play. Those have been pretty fun.
the mode is really, really hard. People just snipe in that mode, literally.
Yeah, I was gonna say like you'll see a bunch of what is it? Just glares on your screen looking at you. I call them shinies.
Shinies.
This shiny on me. Yeah, so that's pretty much the end of those discussions. Obviously, a lot of other games have been unveiled / released. Temi was actually just watching a playthrough from Chris Smooth of The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh yes, sir. That's what I was watching.
Yeah. And the game looks really cool. None of us have it because we all broke, but we're watching playthroughs from people that got money. Yeah, it seems pretty cool. It does a really good job of recapping people, especially since 7 years after the first game released, which actually came out on my birthday in 2013. And they really went a step further. Naughty Dog really went a step further to advance the story and show progression as well, because this wasn't a game that we expected to see cool too. Hopefully I can get my hands on this soon. I haven't even finished the first one, but years ago I watched the playthrough, so I already know what happened.
Yeah, I watched the playthrough too. But
I
I don't think I'm gonna get it because I was never a single player person. So I think I'm gonna just watch Chris Smooth play.
Really?
Healthy. He's healthy. Your Chris Smooth be killing me, bro. That man's hilarious.
I miss Christmas. I miss the old MW2 videos. Those are the ones that kill me.
AC 130 in back. Hey yo, that man was a clown. Oh my god.
Sound effects.
Yeah.
Wow. Other games that have been released as well have been Star Wars Squadrons. So obviously you guys know I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. This is pretty cool, but it's just a bunch of dog fighting in the air. So, you know, cool Vic. At the same time, I think this is a cool little introduction to flying and space battles in Star Wars, because again, this game has, at least in Battlefront 2, that's been the most decent version. The original Battlefront 2 from 2005, that was the most decent version of that. Hopefully we see it progress and be better in October. And last but not least on my list here, I have Skate 4. So I don't know if y'all played Skate like back in the day, like Skate 1, 2, 3. It was my favorite personally.
I used to play Skate 3.
What's y'all thoughts on them announcing Skate 4? They didn't even show any gameplay, bro. Remember Dr. Stone? We were so freaking disappointed that they didn't show like gameplay of anything, really.
Yeah, they didn't show anything. They just kept on showing. Oh yeah, we're Skate. Okay, where's the gameplay? No.
I mean, I was a big Tony Hawk fan. I used to play Tony Hawk American Wasteland. I think I finished that game twice. That was my favorite Tony Hawk game. But I played Skate 3. I got into it a little bit, but then I stopped. I think I'm gonna get into Skate 4 just to continue to, you know what I'm saying? Just to see how it is.
I played the hell out of Skate 3. It was literally, that game was like a great mix of skateboarding, but at the same time you could really fuck around and just like hit people with skateboards and shit. Like that, it was so funny.
Yeah.
It had like a small little GTA aspect. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah,
Yeah, really excited.
Definitely. I'm probably gonna get it too.
Can you play like with friends and skates?
I don't know.
Oh, you can. There's an online version where you can skate around with your friends, do different objectives and challenges. Some of the challenges, they just range to continue your multiplier and get a certain score in order to beat the level. So it's pretty much a small little introduction to the game.
Interesting.
Highly recommend. I mean, if you still got your PS3 dusted off, get the game. It's probably like $5
actually.
Fun.
I
don't play my. You know, it's funny. I don't even play my PS3 because I.
Same.
I don't know why.
Why?
Because the controllers, bruh. The analog sticks break so easily on those compared to the PS4.
Yeah. The controllers are bad. They're really bad.
This controller that is breaking almost all the time for his PS4. You better not break your PS5 controller now.
Yeah,
those are like fake tits, bro.
Okay, this man said that. I hope they're learning from the controllers though, because people be going through PS4 controllers really quick too.
Yep.
So hopefully they're like changing some part of it. I don't know.
I really hope the drifting, it's like good, or just they fix that physical hardware issue, because like it's forcing me right now to buy my fourth controller, bro. I'm tired of it.
One of mine just started doing that, so I switched that other one. That's literally it. If that one starts doing that, I could buy one.
I feel like that drifting is happening to almost everybody that's right now, because it happened to like not too long ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like his controller just kept on drifting. I
hate it, bro.
Sony knows what they're doing, bro. So that way people can start buying, of course, more controllers, and then potentially buy the PS5.
And the controllers aren't cheap, bro. What? Like
$60.
Like
whole game.
That's what I'm saying. That's a whole PlayStation Plus for a year.
There's a whole PS Plus.
Come on, man.
Speaking of, bro, y'all thoughts on like subscription services? Like, isn't it annoying? Like when you check your bank account, you're like, oh goddamn.
Yeah.
Dollars.
I feel like it's unavoidable now.
It is.
Everyone went into that route. Yeah. PS Plus, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus,
Showtime,
HBO, all of it. Spotify, Apple Music. You can't avoid it. Gym membership,
Amazon Prime,
gym membership, all of it. It's unavoidable.
Like, you guys are rich kids.
I only pay for Spotify, and I'm trying to find a gym membership.
OnlyFans.
Probably that too. That's probably it. You say OnlyFans?
Did you just say only?
He definitely did say OnlyFans.
Wait, Kevin, you
I thought you were the one that said that you had.
No.
I thought you had OnlyFans.
Let's hear Temi had one together.
But can I plug my Cash App into this part? Whoa. Let's calm down there, sir. Let's take it easy. Turn it down a notch. What was I about to say? I'm gonna plug in my Cash App just cause. So it's Cash App Flying Cars, FLYINCARZ. Thank you.
This man is like that same guy that be retweeting the tweets on Twitter saying that they're gonna send people money.
Hey yo,
he'll be one of the recipients.
Of course. My birthday just passed like 3 weeks ago, something like that. Donations are gladly accepted.
Yeah, that covers the gaming section for the. Okay, so moving forward now, the next thing I have on my list is music. So obviously, guys, I vibe with music. It keeps me my right mind state. Reminds me of the things that I need to keep doing and moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's been a decent amount of music that's been released. Some of them being from Gunna's new album, Deluxe 8 Boogie. Got
Mm-hmm.
as we get Low G came out with the GOAT. So just right now, especially now with the age of TikTok blowing songs up as well.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think is going to be like the evolution of hip hop? Also, kind of in that realm as well. Do you guys feel like hip hop has been appropriated in certain ways? So even in the TikTok scene, because I see it repetitively now. Like, think of your boy Hoodrich Pablo, bro. Like, or like we're smoking on gelato, foreign cars, swerving 5 Vichy from Chicago. Like, people are out here on TikTok and things they would never do.
That's true. I don't know. Man, you can go first.
Obviously subjective, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. I was on Instagram. What was the question?
great. Hip hop scene obviously is evolving, right? You have different songs blowing up. So like,
Mhm.
Party Girl, Stay Solid Rocky, that song's been blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Freestyle, both of those songs are TikTok songs. It ended up on, Billboard
Mm-hmm.
charts. So,
Mm-hmm.
how do you guys feel like now with the age of TikTok, music being ingrained into video content and entertainment? How is it going to transform things? Do you also feel like hip hop is being appropriated sometimes?
Me myself, I'm not a big TikTok user, but
Yeah.
I will say, I definitely did find a couple songs that I did not know about from TikTok. So I feel like TikTok and social media in general is a good way to like advertise your music and get it out there. So it's probably helping like artists get more streams and more album buys or whatever. But that's what I have to say on that. So I feel like social media is a good way to like help artists put their stuff out there, their music out there and stuff like that. Especially TikTok, because if you make a dance with your song, you can make a dance to your song, and if it blows up on TikTok, boom, you can probably jump to #1 or something on the charts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same here. Like, I'm not really like a big TikTok user, but I've noticed like there's some catchy songs that you can just like vibe to, and TikTok have opened a way for like people to like make their own song, do their own dances, and just, like, and you can usually like people not start dancing to the song, how like retweets you like, and it just like blows up. So I feel like TikTok I feel like paved the way for anybody to like create any made people to be creative, and for them to like think of something creative and like blow up. Like people, okay, let's say they live in. Oh, I song from so my younger brother, he loves TikTok a lot. So anytime like he hears a song, he's like, "Isn't that from TikTok?" I'm like, "Yeah, it is." So it's like go back. Oh yeah, that's from TikTok. So it's becoming like TikTok's becoming like a comedy song, dance. Yeah, it's just like all around, like all that genre in one. Literally.
Oh. I mean, I feel like I'm primarily going on TikTok for entertainment / Vine related content, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Short and sweet, like to the point, laughter.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of the comedians you found on Spine are kind of in their way there as well, and you're finding other creators. It's really funny, especially like the light skin trend has been going around.
Yeah, that one was funny. I'm not gonna hold you.
What the
Yeah. There was a trend going on TikTok that would say, for example, like how dark skins wash dishes versus how light skins wash dishes or so. Or
And then
like
literally the lights in the light skin scene, the light skin's like rubbing the sponge on his like boob.
on his chest or so. Like they're making it seem like light skins are like more feminine than dark skins.
Flamboyant.
Yeah, flamboyant. It's just it was a funny little trend.
That's some racist trend right there. Light skin and
Hey.
Hey,
You have to say you avenged light skins during your early adolescence, bro. Come
I
on
mean,
now.
I'm not gonna lie
I-
though. What do you mean by avenged light skin? I love my dark skin. Let's know that girls love dark skin guys. I'm
Hey
telling
yo,
you, girls love their men dark. Be proud of
chocolate.
your dark skin.
It's that
It's
Dr.
black.
Emmanuel.
They love their men
Lenin.
and dark. What are you
Dr.
talking
Emmanuel.
Come on,
PhD
man.
in women.
PhD in women's studies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
about?
Social media is just it's a very interesting place now.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was scrolling through Instagram and somebody that actually went to our high school,
Hmm.
like now they like people are going off the edge now and selling pictures or just different fetishes now just to make a profit, and it's crazy because I can already see those areas being profitable.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how you can have a career for modeling or anything.
Yeah. Honestly, social media is good and bad because it can be a very toxic place. But if you use it smart business wise, you can make a lot of money from it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you just
Yeah.
gotta know. You gotta know why you're on it and what you want to gain from it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I definitely like to look at social media in a way of both doers and creator. There's always that spectrum.
Hmm.
Some people that just are on the platform just to look, and there's others that
Mm.
are the ones generating the revenue and the content being put on the platforms. So that's just pretty much the user.
That makes sense.
Obviously, you have. I feel like a lot of people like to complain though. They're like, "How do people make money on TikTok?" First of all, you can't even make money on TikTok. Did you guys know that?
You said you can't?
Not. It's not like
What?
YouTube.
You can't?
Oh,
I thought
only
you
ways. So there are ways.
could. Hmm.
Like TikTok doesn't voluntarily pay you. That's not how it works.
Okay.
What it is that brands, sponsors reach out to different TikTokers that have a platform. So like your Charlie D'Amelio's, your Addison Rae, King Batches, or Lele Pons, or whatever.
Hmm.
They advertise like, "Oh, I got 20% off on Shein or 30% off on I don't know, some brand that is trying to come up." Makeup is a really big one. So
Hmm.
a lot of brands like to reach out to different influencers or models. They advertise it and get money, or they get payment out of that. So that's pretty much how it works in terms of making money on that platform. Other thing is that the algorithm is broken as hell.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Dumbest things will blow up.
Yeah.
It's nothing like YouTube.
It's literally the
YouTube is a different
hashtag.
beast.
You literally see a video of someone sneezing. Had to 5 million likes. Jesus Christ.
A million views.
Hey yo, he's not wrong though. You just gotta know the right hashtag to put low key.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Veering back to the music, we were definitely. What were you gonna say?
Like there's a video I watched on TikTok, right? This guy literally just like trying to like he literally just made me feel stupid. He was like, guys, if you click down here, something wonderful is gonna happen. Just tap it, and I tapped it. And like, yeah, you see the heart? Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. It literally tricked almost everybody to like his video. So
Wow.
Wow.
you know, like that like if you click the button,
You can
right,
double tap the screen.
double tap the screen.
Yep.
What? Can I just give this guy my like? Can I take it back?
Hey yo.
Oh my god! I hate this. I hate this. I hate those people just like get you. God.
Rich quick skin.
TikTok. So I
Yeah,
419
get this
people
quick.
just taking them likes.
Yeah. We're back to music. So another big thing, and this kind of I guess correlates with what we talked about with Black Lives Matter. Little Baby released The Bigger Picture. How he's being put on a pedestal and saying that he's the GOAT. Now, before we continue,
Hey,
I know.
I
Hold
already
on.
thought he was the GOAT. But
I know we have a little fanboy. Baby is one of the best artists in the rap game at this current moment.
Yeah, he's like top 2. Maybe not even number 2. Yeah.
I feel like he's been an underdog for a long time. Why does it take a song about racial injustice for him to get recognition or for people to put him on this position? Because people were saying that a couple of years ago when the song with Drake came out, brand new whip, got no keys, whatever. That came out. No one was saying anything like that. Why is it now that when he speaks about man things?
Well, I always thought he was the GOAT. In fact, I use his lyrics on my Instagram pictures, on my captions. He's probably a little baby lit, but I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I really don't know, cause yeah, I don't know. I can't say anything other than that.
I just like Little Baby.
Yeah, he was tough. I don't know why people are just recognizing him now when I already knew he was tough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But even before that
song, I mean, I like the beat. His beats. I feel like Little Baby. No, Little Baby. I've noticed something about his beats. Right? It's the same, but in a different tone in some of his music. I like the album where he had like I had the album he released not too long ago. Not the newer one, the older one. Was his father holding him out? Or
that was the baby, not Little Baby.
That's crazy. Okay, moving on.
That's a different.
Crazy.
Okay,
someone different.
Wait.
Wow.
You really just confused the two?
Hey, yo.
Everybody wants to have Little in their name. It confuses me. Like, we have the baby. We have Little Baby. We have Little Pump. Everybody's Little, everybody's not baby. Everything has to be baby. You gotta come up with your own name. Little Stone. The Stone.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Tech 9.
Guns is your name, bro.
Oh,
still upset that you confused the baby and Little Baby though. What the heck, bro?
I don't know. Because they both have baby in the last night. I don't listen to Little Baby.
There's very distinct differences.
Yeah, they both have. Well, they have different rapping styles. I'll say that.
Carried him as a baby.
That was funny.
I was really trying to think of all the Little Baby album covers.
Nah, once he said father carried him, I knew exactly what album he was talking about. Hey, yo, he was talking about Kirk. Oh, God.
Alrighty. But, yeah, there's been a lot of other controversies, but we are running short on time, so I just want to hurry up and get to the last part of our discussion for today. That is post-graduation / being a part of the COVID class and just being a college student and a student in general in this environment, in this world we're living in. So, any thoughts on like how academia is going to be with global pandemic on?
I feel like it depends. I feel like for some people this corona with classes online thing is a blessing. For others, it's not. It's probably making their classes harder. It's probably making it more difficult for them to study because they're at home or they're probably around more distractions, you know what I'm saying? But while some people probably work better in that environment, you know what I'm saying? So it's affecting everyone in different ways, but I feel like at the end of the day, we're all trying to cope to it, you know what I'm saying?
Me?
It's just something we all have to cope with. Exactly. For example, Emmanuel.
Me, I mean, for like, whole thing like right now, it's like, I always tell my sister, like it's a blessing on the because you know how people are like getting like how students were getting like money from
Yeah, the refunds.
the
Ooh,
refunds and all that
that
stuff. I mean, that was all good and all. I mean, we getting money and stuff, but like, and
that care act hit well.
like some like working from home, and people kind of prefer working from. Although some people don't like to, people like to like they have time to spend with their family and stuff. But I feel like right now people are like getting tired of staying with their family because they want to go back to work. But yeah, I feel like for me with the whole right now, it's a blessing on a course, like you just said to me.
Yeah.
And kind of like directed more towards you, Emmanuel. How do you feel the post grad climate is going to be? Obviously, a lot of people have been rejected from job offers, and there are like different alternatives people can do in the case that they don't have an experience go off of in their spare time.
I mean, like what? Like I should elaborate more. Like people working now on home, or what do you mean? Like just to
Like, think about the people that like lost jobs because of coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, a lot of like Yelp, for example, I laid off, if I remember correctly, 30% of their employees, which is a lot. So, what can people do in those type of situations? Like, there's not many jobs available open that they may be qualified for now.
yeah, that's really like really heavy. I've always go on LinkedIn and I will be seeing people's posts like, oh, I lost my job, they laid me off, took my job, my internship, my full-time position. Even one time I was like, I have a Google Home, and anytime I tell, she always tells me the news. And this lady was talking about how like this is the worst year for graduating students, especially for jobs, because almost the companies like they usually like they took all the position like internship from like most students, and they're laying off people trying to like say they can like save money for like the company, because literally companies don't really care about you. They only care about like if they can get someone way better, younger, and kick you out, and they won't care. But like yeah, and I feel like people who like are not working right now and like being laid off, I feel like they should like just like LinkedIn is a very platform that you can like utilize and share a post, like say something about like how you feel right now. You're gonna get like a lot of people react to, like get people like network with you right there. Like it's a big, and although there are not jobs out there to do, they're like you can do like remote jobs. They're like you can go online, look for remote, like get yourself busy and like get your still like there. Although if you're like in the IT technology field, I feel like the skills that you're gonna have you, you're just gonna keep like working more towards it, so you can like get more experience and skill sets. That when the job lands, go and interview and like get the job that you want. But right now, the case is like no, then there's not like enough jobs out there now, and I feel like I hope it gets better along the way. But right now, all we can like people can do right now is just like try and like get better in their skills, network with people on LinkedIn, which is a very big platform. Talk to like your friends, like just talk to people around you, and just like feel like you're the only person. Don't feel like you're the only person that's going through the same pain, because other people are also going through the same too. So yeah, I just feel like you should like getting like career advice and like seeing where you want to like how you want to. That's
true.
That's how I feel.
Very good points. Absolutely. LinkedIn is a essential platform now. You can find jobs on LinkedIn, so really great place to connect with other professionals, learn more about jobs that you want to get involved with. So very important skill and that I feel like a lot of people should jump on, aka Temi.
All right.
Need a LinkedIn, bro.
Yeah,
I think I have one. I just haven't updated it. I need to update it.
The picture you used on your birthday.
Huh?
As I use the picture you took on your birthday, the pictures you took on your birthday for your profile picture.
I don't think those fit. I need to be in a suit or something, or a button-up shirt.
What do you prefer?
We'll upgrade. It's okay. LinkedIn upgrade coming soon.
Better see it.
Of course, it's coming. I'm gonna follow you. You're gonna be the first person I follow.
Okay. It's not called following.
Okay, you know what I mean.
Action.
It's okay. So it's all the same thing.
Alrighty, guys. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this podcast. This was a little bit of a lengthy one, but I do appreciate if you have stuck through till the end and enjoyed our little playful banter. As always, you can find me everywhere at zachandbro. Repeat, everywhere at zachandbro. Can we find you guys?
Follow me on IG. You know what I'm saying. Young_based. That's YOUNG_BASE double D. So DD. Feel me?
D.
Okay. Okay. That's on Instagram. What's my Snapchat? I think that's my Snapchat too. So yeah.
Will be on that joint?
Nah, I don't use Snapchat. Just follow me on Instagram. What about you, man?
Where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter. I can't remember my Twitter name now.
Twitter?
Twitter. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. I don't really know my Instagram full name, but I know my Twitter name, Emmanuel EC7.
Oh, also, he's pretty popular on the Instagram scene.
Like
man has the ability
followers?
to swipe up on things. Oh, he's pretty important.
10,000 followers. Oh my!
Now you get that
Oh
from.
my! Emmanuel, did you see his profile? Don't you have like 10,000 followers?
What? Why you trying to let everybody?
Am I lying?
And I'm gonna find you.
For me, bro.
I'm about to go on your page right now. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I'll find the real number.
Yeah, so I do hope you guys all enjoyed this week's Wonder Wednesday podcast. Stick around because I actually want to make sure that this is a concurrent thing from now on. The reason why is because I find this to be a much better way to kind of update y'all on what's going on in my life and, you know, the people that I surround myself with. Hopefully this was of use and of
Kevin.
You know,
he hit 11,000 followers. Hey, Jesus Christ.
Look at this guy.
How do I become like you? Bad guy.
This guy, nice guy.
11,000 followers. Hey.
This is a nice guy. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up here. So again, thank you guys so much for listening. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Bye.
Peace.
Hair grease.